What if the solution to your stiff hips, aching back, tight shoulders, and declining balance wasn't another complicated workout, but simply holding a few strategic positions? What if just 5 isometric holds could gradually restore the mobility your body once had naturally? It may sound too simple, but sometimes the most powerful changes come from slowing down and staying still. Many mobility problems don't appear overnight. They build quietly over years of sitting in chairs, staring at screens, wearing supportive shoes, and moving through limited ranges of motion. The body adapts to what we repeatedly do. If we sit all day, our hips tighten. If we hunch forward, our upper back weakens. If we never challenge our balance, it deteriorates. But here's the encouraging truth. The body also adapts when we reintroduce positions it was designed to handle. One of the most overlooked positions in modern fitness is the deep squat. When was the last time you comfortably rested in a full squat with your heels flat on the ground? For many adults, the answer is never, or not since childhood. Yet the deep squat is a natural human resting posture. Watch young children play on the floor or observe cultures where people spend more time sitting close to the ground. The position looks effortless, so why does it feel impossible now? The deep squat hold is far more than a leg exercise. It simultaneously challenges ankle flexibility, hip mobility, and spinal alignment. To perform it, you stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, toes turned slightly outward. You slowly lower yourself down, keeping your heels on the floor and your chest lifted. Ideally, your hips drop below your knees. Once there, you simply hold the position. At first, it may feel uncomfortable. Your ankles may feel tight. Your hips may resist. Your lower back might tense up. That discomfort is information. It reveals which joints haven't been moving through their full range. If needed, you can hold onto a sturdy surface like a countertop or door frame for balance. Start with 20 to 30 seconds and gradually build toward a minute or more. Why is this hold so effective? Because it reintroduces your joints to a full range of motion while teaching your nervous system that the position is safe. When hips and ankles lose mobility, the lower back often compensates. That compensation leads to chronic tightness and discomfort. By practicing the deep squat regularly, you restore movement where it belongs and reduce unnecessary strain elsewhere. Over time, bending down to pick something up or getting off the floor becomes easier. Wouldn't it feel good to move without hesitation again? Once the lower body begins to open up, it's time to address something most people completely neglect: hip rotation. Have you ever tried sitting cross-legged on the floor and immediately felt tension deep in your hips? That stiffness often reflects lost internal and external rotation. The 90-90 hip hold directly targets both at the same time. In this position, you sit on the floor with one leg bent in front of you at a 90-degree angle and the other bent behind you at 90 degrees. Your front shin is roughly parallel to your torso, and your back shin extends out to the side. For many people, simply getting into this posture is a challenge. That alone shows how much rotational capacity has been lost over the years. Once positioned, you sit tall with your chest lifted and spine neutral. If your back rounds or you can't sit upright, placing a yoga block or folded towel under your hips can help. From there, you hold the posture for 30 to 60 seconds, breathing deeply and allowing the hips to gradually relax. This hold restores the rotational movement your hips need for walking, turning, squatting, and athletic activities. Without proper rotation, the lower back again absorbs forces it wasn't designed to handle. Do you notice tightness when you twist or pivot? Do your hips feel stuck? The 90-90 hold gently reclaims that lost motion. After consistent practice, sitting on the floor becomes less intimidating and your hips begin to feel freer. Mobility, however, is only one piece of the puzzle. Stability matters just as much. That's where the bird dog hold comes in. At first glance, it looks simple. You start on all fours with your hands under your shoulders and knees under your hips. From there, you extend one arm forward and the opposite leg backward, forming a straight line from fingertips to toes. Then you hold. But this hold reveals weaknesses quickly. Do your hips rotate? Does your lower back arch? Can you maintain steady breathing without wobbling? The bird dog challenges your core, glutes, shoulders, and spinal stabilizers all at once. It teaches your body to stabilize the spine while the limbs move independently. Exactly what happens when you walk, carry groceries, or reach for something overhead. Many cases of chronic lower back tightness stem not from weakness alone, but from poor coordination and stability. When the core fails to do its job, surrounding muscles tighten defensively. By holding the bird dog position for 20 to 30 seconds per side, you retrain proper control. Imagine balancing a cup of water on your lower back and trying not to spill it. That level of focus builds resilience from the inside out. As strength improves, you can extend the hold to 45 or 60 seconds. Slow breathing is essential. Stability is not about brute force. It's about calm, controlled engagement. Over time, everyday movements begin to feel smoother and more coordinated. Now consider balance. When was the last time you stood on one foot for a full minute without wavering? Single-leg balance might seem trivial, but it's closely tied to independence and fall prevention. Modern life has weakened our natural balance systems. We wear supportive shoes, walk on flat surfaces, and rarely challenge our proprioception. To practice, stand tall and shift your weight onto one foot, lift the opposite foot a few inches off the ground, keep a slight bend in the standing knee, and focus your eyes on a fixed point ahead. Engage your core and maintain upright posture. Hold for 30 to 60 seconds per side. As balance improves, you can close your eyes, stand on a soft surface, or move the lifted leg in different directions. This strengthens the small stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and hips while reinforcing core engagement. Good balance makes hiking, climbing stairs, and even putting on shoes feel safer. It builds confidence in your movement. Wouldn't you rather feel steady than cautious with every step? Lying face down on the floor, you extend your arms overhead in a Y position. Your legs remain straight behind you. From there, you gently lift your chest, arms, and legs off the ground, holding the position for 15 to 20 seconds. This hold strengthens the posterior chain, the muscles along the back of your body, particularly the upper back and rear shoulders. These muscles are essential for maintaining upright posture and reducing neck and shoulder tension. If your shoulders round forward or your upper back fatigues quickly when sitting tall, this hold directly addresses those weaknesses. The goal is not excessive lower back arching, but controlled engagement from the upper back down through the glutes. When you combine these 5 holds into a simple daily routine, the effect is comprehensive. The deep squat restores natural resting mobility in the lower body. The 90-90 reclaims hip rotation. The bird dog builds coordinated core stability. Single leg balance strengthens your foundation. The prone swimmer rebuilds upper back strength for posture and resilience. Altogether, the routine takes about 15 to 20 minutes. Done consistently, ideally 4 to 5 times per week, it begins to produce noticeable changes within weeks. You may first notice subtle improvements. Perhaps your squat feels deeper. Perhaps you balance longer without wobbling. Then those small gains accumulate. The key is consistency, not perfection. If you can only hold a position for 10 seconds, start there. If you need support, use it. The body responds remarkably well to gradual, repeated exposure. What would it mean for you to move with less stiffness? To get off the floor without effort? To stand taller without thinking about it? Mobility is not reserved for athletes or the young. It is a skill that can be rebuilt at any stage of life. These 5 holds are not flashy. They require no equipment and very little space. But practiced regularly, they retrain your joints, strengthen neglected muscles, and restore confidence in your movement. Instead of chasing quick fixes, you rebuild foundational capacity. And perhaps the most important question is this: if 15 minutes a day could help you feel younger, steadier, and more comfortable in your body, wouldn't it be worth trying? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.